Hey, GutFox here. We got the MUT Monitor today. We'll see if this works on this laptop, this recording over cut footage. If not, well, we'll just give it the old abandon. Alright, so we got the Christmas promo coming up. And before we get into that, I want to go through the meta report that I put together on my website, gutfox.com. Go to that. Check out what's run popularly online. It's going to give you a breakdown of how to run it, how to stop it. So hopefully it'll improve your game. Hopefully it'll teach you about the online ladder. Me and a couple other very good players have put into it what we see frequently and how to, counter it. All right, so stop this video, go read that first, and then come back. But anyways, we got the Christmas promo called Ultimate Freeze. Last year we had ghost players, out-of-position players, and presents. So that promo's coming up. I'd expect a similar promotion this year, but by the way the guys at EA are talking on Twitter, we're going to get some absolute fire here, I believe. Generally I like to hype things, but I don't know how to say it. The way they phrase things is a bit different, more than the normal hype we normally get with these kind of promotions. And when do I expect this to drop? Thursday or Friday. More than likely Thursday when the promo drops, but it's like a 60-40% those 2 days. But they've been dropping most promos on us Thursdays this year, so expect it later this week. Are you guys selling your squad like I have? Well, most of it, not all of it. Plus, MUT Guru responded to someone on Twitter who said Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the worst days in the MUT week. Guru responded, Thursday will be here soon enough. Either it was a joke or a hint. When Thursday's going to get here, we're going to get Ultimate Freeze, and he will not be too saddened by it. Guru is good with hints, but maybe more this is a conspiracy theory on my part than an actual hint about when that promo's coming up. But I know last year they had a master set Bo Jackson that went for a ridiculous price, making the ghosts too expensive that went into the set, which got a lot of negative publicity from people on Twitter and the forums and whatnot. I think EA learned from their mistake and will make it more obtainable this year, like the masters we've gotten with Herman Moore and Richard Sherman on the last two promos or a couple promos. After, we did have that debacle with Color Rush Gurley, which was very similar to Madden 16 promos, and then we gave them a lot of feedback. They listened. EA improved upon it, so hopefully Ultimate Freeze is something similar. And as to the out-of-position players that I mentioned, EA devs said at launch that they're going to make an exception for these players because, right now you can't have more than one card of the same player in your lineup right now. So with out-of-position players, hopefully they will make that exception. And I think that's what happened with today's title update. Here are the things that were in the title update. It addressed a gameplay issue where a receiver who was hot routed would switch back to his previous assignment if he was motioned and not fully set. So those little glitchy routes that you could wait for them to set and then throw it a little late for the defense to back up and then throw it. That is gone. They also addressed a gameplay issue where QB would freeze after hot routing a running back and motioning him out before he became fully set. That actually happened in the Madden Classic Championship. We saw D. Jones do that, not let him get fully sacked, and then it was caused a sack, fumble, turnover for 7 points. That basically changed the game, that bug right there. Various updates, next one. Various upgrades to improve the Madden Ultimate Team holiday experience and enhance preparations to help deal with the upcoming freeze. Interesting. I don't know. There's been some speculation what this means. Field conditions. We can get some new game modes. I mean, why do they need a title update to change and improve the holiday experience? Maybe it has to do with what I just mentioned before with the out-of-position players. But they've made 2 bullets of the 4 basically dealing with the same thing. So that's going to be kind of exciting here to come. Maybe we'll get something crazy in Madden 17. Maybe we'll get that Tavern Brawl mode that I've been requesting for a while now. But anyways, a title update is something EA can do without needing to go through Sony and Microsoft. That's why we can get them without having huge patches. We did get a little bit smaller patch. But Rex said that the swerve, basically one of the last things. Well, there's a few things that to patch in Madden 17, but the biggest one is the swerve, where basically people can take their wide receiver, swerve out your DB, and catch a touchdown. One-play touchdown with that swerve. It'll need to go through a patch, and he's found a good fix for it. He said that in the last couple weeks, so that's just a little updating you on the news. Head-to-head matchmaking is ELO based. I don't know if you guys know this. This is an update to that. I talked with Jake Stein on Twitter about this head-to-head because in previous years there was a lot of speculation on how head-to-head happens with either go by division, go by overall, what factors, and you see a lot of people put kickers in for the quarterbacks to get their overall lower to match up with worse overall teams. Jake Stein basically confirmed on Twitter that doesn't have anything to do with it, and the divisions don't matter. It's all about your skill level. So you want to rise to as high a division as possible because that will give you more rewards. But you're based up. I mean, you can tank your elo rating. Elo rating is basically your points for and points against. Like if you beat a good player, you'll get more points for your elo rating. It'll go up more than if you beat a bad player. And if you lose to a bad player, you're going to lose more points on your elo. So it's kind of like a way of rating the players. You see it a lot in chess. You can Google it and get the Wikipedia article on it. But I've been away from the series for a few weeks due to computer troubles. Hopefully this video turns out okay for you guys. We had a few promos, including the Motivators, Team Heroes, and much more. We've had a double LT weekend, Team of the Week, Football Outsiders, a few weeks of that. You know, I won't go into too depth on a lot of those things. Check out mudhead.com if you want to check out the players that have been released this week. You know, we got Limited Aaron Rodgers. And I talked about a lot of these things in videos I've done already. So check those out. I won't, go in depth here, but I just want to talk a little bit about the $100 packs we've been getting. We got $100 packs, or just under that, and even more under that if you have EA Access, which is if you're a pack buyer, EA Access is a must-have because you get 10% off. So there's been a lot of complaints about the $100 packs being too expensive. A lot of people are like, no, I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to give it to EA. They're being greedy or whatever. So how I look at these packs, and this isn't more news, this is kind of more debate maybe for the podcast tomorrow. It's basically guaranteed greatness versus chance. So EA put out those legend packs, I'm guessing after the Motivators pack sold so well for those Motivator players. They put out $100 packs for guaranteed, but people seem to have missed that they also put out a smaller bundle too for those $100 packs. So it's like guaranteed greatness versus, the chance at potentially pulling those things. And a lot of people say packs aren't worth it to buy. There's two sides of the coins here. EA fights that complaint that, packs not being worth it by giving us these good packs. Yeah, they're pricey, but we still complain because of, EA's greed or whatever. I mean, everything EA does, we can, twist it around and make it a bad idea. I didn't mind them too much. I ended up buying them. Motivators returned like $1.5 million in value for me, so they were worth it for me. But yeah, EA is giving different bundle options. Did you guys buy the $100 Legend bundle? What are you guys' opinion on it, on those guaranteed players that EA is giving us, kind of the return on investment for them? But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on this. And I really hope to get that computer up and running this week so we don't have to do this, because this took forever to edit this on this computer. All right, on to the top YouTube and Reddit posts of the week. The top YouTube video is Kliquid's on strength, where he goes through, he measures 99 versus 0 strength, O lineman, and finds similar things to what I found last year for this phenomenon. Basically, don't invest in strength is what he found too. I'll link that video in the description. And the top Reddit posts, the first one's a great guide in chemistries. He went through which ones you want to look for and which ones to kind of avoid. Or not really avoid, but how they do and do well for you. The next one is Royvin, a mod of the subreddit, went on a tour of EA Sports, and it shows through his pictures, and we even had to try to decode some of the things that he took pictures of, the upcoming content. The last one is an interesting post about the type of phenomenon, ladder anxiety, and I talked about this a little bit in my 7 types of Madden players video. Do you guys get ladder anxiety playing an online game? I used to. Let me know if you guys do or don't anymore. That's it. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.